Now we'll see a simple example for the point doubling operation. Consider the first point on Z7 of 1, 1 that we have generated previously and perform the point doubling operation. So here I have considered for the explanation P is equal to 2, 2. The first point is, let us say for example, the first point we have identified as P is equal to 2, 2 and we need to compute 2P, that is point doubling. So P, for example, P is equal to x1 comma x2 x1 comma y1, and if you want to compute 2P means P plus P, so that means x1 comma y1 and you are supposed to add with x2 comma y2. But in this case x1 and is equal to x2 and y1 is also equal to y2. Recall from the lecture that we have seen 3 cases for performing this point addition. This particular case will fall under the case 3, where x1 is equal to x2 and y1 is equal to y2. In this case, x3 comma y3 is calculated as follows. First we need to calculate the slope. Lambda is equal to 3x1 square plus a by 2y1 mod p. x3 is equal to lambda square minus x1 minus x2 mod p. y3 is equal to lambda of x1 minus x3 minus y1 mod p. So in order to compute this x3 and y3, first we need to calculate lambda value. So now we have the x1 y1 and x2 y2 value. Now we will see the calculation of the slope first. Lambda is equal to 3x1 square plus a by 2y1 mod p. So we have the values x1, x2, a, b values. So lambda is equal to 3x1 square, 3 into 2 square plus 1, that is 4 into 3, 12 plus 1, 13 by 2 into 2, 4 mod p. So it will become 13 by 4 mod p. So it can be split as 13 into 1 by 4. So when you say 13 into 1 by 4, obviously the modulo operation can be done like this. 13 into 1 by 4 means it is like a into b mod p. So that will become a mod p into b mod p whole mod p. So this is the way of calculation for the modulo operation. If a into b mod p is there, then it will be calculated as a mod p into b mod p, so whole mod p. Okay, so in this context 13 mod 7 into 1 by 4 mod 7 whole mod 7. 13 mod 7 means it is 6, because 7 1s are 7, remainder is 6, into 1 by 4 can be calculated as 4 inverse mod 7. So we need to compute the inverse modulo of 4 whole mod 7. So always if you consider 1 by a mod p, then it should be equal to 1, so that a into x mod p is equal to 1. So for which value of x this entire relation will become 1, that we need to identify. That means 4 into x, for which value of x, if you perform modulo with p, value will become 2. So the inverse modulo of 4 with 7 is equal to 2. So for which value of x you will get if you modulo with 7, you got the value 1 that you are supposed to check. So here for value 2 you got 7. See, these are the small numbers, so that the reason you can simply multiply and you can check it. But if you take a large value, then it is very difficult to identify for which value, with which value you will get this particular modulo operation as 1. So that is the reason there is a standard algorithm available which is called Euclidean algorithm or extended Euclidean algorithm that you are supposed to apply if there are if you are operating or if you are computing with the big numbers. Since these are the very small numbers up to 17, up to 18, up to 17, 23, this level you can do it with calculators. But if the prime number is too large or the value that you have considered is too large, then it is very difficult for computation. So hence for understanding purpose we are taking small numbers, but in general we used to use the elliptical cryptography libraries which are related to the programming, and we need to compute it. So 4 into 2 mod 7 is equal to 1. So that is the reason hence 4 inverse modulo of 7 is equal to 2. Now we got 2 here, we substitute place here, substitute 2 over here. So 6 into 2 is 12. 12 mod 7 is 5. So the lambda value will become 5 now. Compute x3 and y3 with lambda is equal to 5. Now substitute this lambda in value in x3. Lambda square, 5 square minus 2 minus 2. So 5 square minus 2 minus 2 is 21, mod 7 is equal to 0. Y3, 5, that is lambda into x1 minus x3 minus y1. So y3 is equal to 5 into 2 minus 3 minus 2. So which will become minus 7. Minus 7 mod 7 is equal to 0. So x3 comma y3 is 0 comma 0. Now after performing point doubling, the resultant value will become 0 comma 0. So this is the way how to perform. This is the way of performing the point doubling. So we need to check for this case first, in which case it will fall. Based upon the case, we need to go for solving the things, and all the equations that are given in the case should be moduloed with the prime number of the corresponding elliptic curve. So this is the way